would like to invite on stage Mr. Rajiv Sinha. Please welcome him with a huge round of applause.
Good afternoon. So lunch time is here. So I was told to cut short the 10 minutes. So I will try to cover 2-3 slides, which is I feel that those are the main slides. Okay. Let me see. Technology, I think since morning so many sessions happened on this use of technology in L&D, so I am not going to repeat all those things. But few perspective I would like to share with you all. L&D as a field is generally the dominant narrative in L&D field is that it is not a tech intensive profession, barring last 6-7 years probably when that AI and Gen AI and LMS and LXP came into picture. But broadly it is treated as it is more like a human touch and then classroom sessions and all those things. My earlier speakers talked about the simulation. But do you know when was the first business simulation was developed? Anyone has any idea about? And who developed that first business simulation proper program? So it was developed in 1957 by Rand Corporation, and the name was given to the Total Enterprise. And it was used in many of the business schools. And it was a proper, of course, the quality I am sure it will not be like that today, which we are seeing that. But definitely it was a computer-based simulation, business simulation program which was used in that, in the training programs. Then somewhere in the 60s, actually many industrial products also came, like power plant simulators. And many other factories got simulated for the training purpose. Then for the military use also 70s and 75, many simulation programs actually, simulators got built. Airplane ka to I think everyone knows that without airplane ka simulator actually even plane doesn't get delivered. For every plane, actually every model there is a different simulator. Very recently, those who know the metro business, L&T is one of those in the business. The metro driver ke liye there is a simulator. They get trained on those simulator. And L&T owns one of those simulator training program where even railway people come to get themselves trained. Even smaller players like the Maruti ka bhi ek driving driving training school or something they have named, but basically motor driving training ke liye they have also that they are using simulator to train you. The point I am making is that technology is not new for the L&D professionals, but what is changed in the last 7-8 years is that now they are realizing, means L&D professionals are realizing that we can use the technology to achieve the scale, and that's why many new applications we are seeing, lot of noise also we are seeing around that technology. Few of the trends I will like to share, because then only we will understand the context why this technology is useful, or where we can use actually all this technology. Otherwise it is like every place so many technology is there, unless we understand where we can use and what is the trend which is happening. First one is the blend of organizational directed and self-directed learning. This is important point to understand as L&D professional. Organization has an agenda, something. Organization wants that my staff, my employees should learn something which is important today, because they want that job to get done. Whereas the employee has actually different agenda. Employee is looking for his career, his future. The ratio is slightly different for both perspective. Employer generally, or the organization is looking that 80% or 70% or 90%, number doesn't matter, but point here is that something 80-20 is the ratio. Organization whatever is needed today, my employees should learn today, and maybe 20% focus is on the future part. Whereas for the employee, it is he or she is thinking more that okay, next 5 years, because most of these are the young generation actually, they have just came out of the college. They are looking for their long career, what is important to learn, whether that is applicable today or not. So there is a kind of conflict between the what organization agenda for learning is and what is the agenda for employee or that learner is, and how we can balance as L&D professional, because if any side if you are tilting, either you will face the higher attrition or you will face that other side basically where the things are not getting done. So you have to keep in mind that how to balance the whole thing. Shorter attention span, bite-sized learning, gamified learning, many things are there now, bite-sized learning, gamified learning, simulations, many things. Shorter time span, we all know actually because of the social media and all other things. But there is a research by Microsoft. What is the attention span of an adult, average adult human being? Any idea? 45 minutes. Yeah, as per that research, of course, that number will have their own limitation, but yes, that is the closest number is that the 8 second. And do you know what is the attention span of goldfish? Yeah, वो छोटा वाला रेड कलर वाला जो फिश होता है 9 seconds. So even goldfish has better attention span than average adult human being. Now see the challenge actually as a L&D professional. If you are designing programs which has the long duration, the effectiveness of those training programs will have a question mark. And that's why the whole question of how to make them more immersive, the question you asked actually. Immersion is itself is not an KPI, or immersion itself is not an indicator to judge something. But the whole effort is that how to make them more engaged, more immersive, so that this attention span ka jo ye issue is we are facing, we can overcome. That is the main aim they are coming. And that's why all those simulation programs or AR, VR or those other kind of jo, whatever you are seeing, that is getting more prominent. Learning technology, I will not talk much about that. You all know nowadays LMS, LXP, AR, VR. But the next one is the entertainment part. Learning is fun, and someone in earlier speaker has said that learning is a serious fun. But what is impact as L&D professional? You all are, I am assuming you all are L&D professional. What is the impact we are seeing? Who is your biggest competitor? All learning professional will vouch that I will make an app and put on the smartphone of the learner. Every company में ये है कि एक ऐप बनाना है, उसके स्मार्टफोन में डाल देना है. But have you realized the day you have created that app and pushed into the smartphone of that learner, you have created a competitor for yourself. Because as a learner, मेरे हाथ में जो स्मार्टफोन है, I can click on the Facebook, I can click on your app, or I can click on the Netflix. Do you think you have any chance actually to win that game? Difficult, hai na? So keep this in mind. App is good thing, but pushing up to what extent you can push. So this is your biggest competitor. Okay? Learning in the flow of work, this idea actually got more basically started by Mr. Josh Bersin, who is a thought leader in the field of HR. Short dosage, when I want to, as and when actually required, can I get some learning, some input? I have to go for a vendor negotiation. I have to go for a customer discussion. Can I get something immediate like a dose of that learning so that I can start the conversation? Of course, it will require deep learning also. It is not that just because of those few seconds dose actually you can learn something, but at least it will help you to start the conversation. It will help you to move ahead in your discussions. So that is the learning in the flow of work. And what is the importance here again actually for the L&D professional is that lot of things we are seeing as a personalized AI coach. Will those coach help you learning in the flow of work immediately before going for those conversations? Can a virtual coach help you to at least practice something quickly for 5 minutes or 10 minutes? At least it will build your confidence. if nothing else. There is no substitute of the deep knowledge, we always remember. Unless you have the subject matter expertise, no one can discuss actually anything. But it may help you in boosting your confidence, it may help you in basically starting some conversation. So that is the implication here, that is the point I am making. Competency specific roles and job family, actually nowadays role based academy is also very much in I will say in the many organizations are trying out, although it was earlier also there, but now the prominence I am seeing that it is increasing. So these are the trends which is more related to for L&D professionals. I will just quickly skip one, and then this is the basically the new kid on the block in the L&D is Gen AI. But where is the use case? I just wanted to put the use case which we as L&T is using, as well as this is that generally we can club our all the efforts in the technology, especially this Gen AI, where it is helping or it will help you as L&D professional. So properly 3 bucket I have divided is that one is the content development. Gen AI tools are helping you in developing the content. The productivity of content development is improved like anything, like instructional design. Earlier, storyboard making is at least 4 to 5 weeks job, maybe 6 weeks job. Now you can develop a storyboard in maybe 1 week or 2 weeks. So clear cut 70-80% time advantage you have as an instructional designer. Creating a new course is that much less costly. So you are getting that cost advantage, you are getting that productivity improvement. Auto curation of courses. Earlier it was a very subject matter expert ka job tha to curate courses on any topic. Now Gen AI will help you in quickly curate the course. So at L&T, just one example, we have launched sometimes back in the month of December, People Leadership Academy. An entire course was curated by the Gen AI tools. Of course, it was after that it got validated by the subject matter experts, but the whole curation part, which used to probably 4 weeks or 5 weeks ka time frame tha, it was only few weeks, 1 or 2 weeks maybe could launch that academy. So quiz creation or content development is the one area where these tools are going to help you. It will help you in the productivity improvement. Personalization, lot of basically it is acting as your personal assistant. Any question you can ask when you are reading, when you are studying any topic, simply ask the question. Just 2 minutes, I will close this. And this is the last slide. So it will help you in basically asking, clarifying. It is like a teacher or a tutor is along with you, helping you in study a topic, grasping the topic, getting more deeper understanding. So that is the another line where these Gen AI tools are helping learners. Then coaching, we have just talked conversational nature of the Gen AI. It is helping in creating various scenarios. So my earlier speaker has also said that that insurance agent and then the customer conversation. Multiple scenarios can be created because of the technology is so powerful, and that is another which helps you in getting that practice of those conversation. You have a subordinate who is not performing, you want to do that conversation, just go and practice there. It will help you. Any difficult conversation you can do with this one-to-one coaching kind of thing, and then you will get an entire report about your everything, how you have performed, what are the area for improvement, what were your strength area, all those things kind of report can be generated. So predominantly these are the 3 buckets where Gen AI tools are helping L&D professional as well as the learners, and at L&D we are using almost all those things. I have few slides, but I will just skip because time is not there actually, it is already over. So I will just skip that. If any question you people have, I can always take after this session.
Yeah, we
outside.
can take one quick question. Can we have the mic there last?
I could not hear, madam.
Can you help us to know which Gen AI tools you use for content development?
Content development.
Yeah.
It will look like more like advertisement. So
No, it
one
will
to
help
one,
us
I will
also,
tell you
that's
few of the names.
Sure.
Okay, just after this. But just to put that, there are many tools available. You go to any course provider, actually they also will have. Like if you go to Coursera, they have the tool like Course Builder. If you go to, I have one, actually IIT Madras, there was one startup, so I took their help, so they have developed their own tool, but there are multiple actually. There are multiple. Few of them I will tell you after this.
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rajiv sir, for insightful
Okay, thank
session.
you.
Can we have a huge round of applause?
Thank you.
Thank you.